Hello everyone, my name is Kieran. Welcome to the Man United versus Bournemouth live review. 4-1 victory once again. It just keeps getting better and better for Manchester United. And Paul Pogba and Marcus Rashford, two of the outstanding performances today. But I reckon you could have picked out a lot more than that because everyone on the pitch played really, really well. And we're going to get stuck in to what we thought on the performance. And of course, I say we because you guys, as always, can leave your thoughts in the live chat. I want to hear what you guys have to say about it. Who was your man of the match for this game as well? I'm really excited to hear what you guys have got to say. Welcome Angelino Red, way to cap off the year and my trip, of course. You know, you were royally entertained at Old Trafford coming down from America, so hopefully you enjoyed the game like all of us did. And a brilliant performance by Paul Pogba and Marcus Rashford as well. Must have made your trip brilliant from the both of them. Rashford being really tenacious as ever, getting his deserved goal, the third goal, of course. Martial as well. Can we just talk about that cross? Absolutely superb from him. But Paul Pogba nearly getting a hat-trick only by the fingertips of Asmir Begovic. But two really good goals by Paul Pogba and just an outstanding performance from him. And it looks like under Solskjaer we're seeing some consistency from him. We're actually seeing Paul Pogba at his best. The Paul Pogba that we bought from Juventus. And I'm just really happy that we are actually seeing the real Paul Pogba and what he can do. And I think it's due to the fact that he's playing in a bit more of a attacking role, a bit more of a forward-thinking role, a kind of a cam almost Paul Pogba's playing in. So he's got a lot more freedom to go forward, a lot more freedom to kind of strut his stuff, as it were. And yeah, I'm really happy, really happy with the performance overall. 4-1, obviously the kind of a bit of the gloss was taken off the performance with Eric Bailly getting a needless red card, to be honest. He is known for doing rash things like that, and unfortunately it did go to his downfall. I think on balance, it probably was about a red card. I think you probably could have given it either way as a yellow or a red. It could have gone either way, as I said. So I don't know what to make of that. Of course, you guys can leave your thoughts on that decision in the live chat. Was Eric Bailly rightly sent off for Manchester United today? But overall, there was nothing really I could complain about, to be honest. The defending for their goal, yeah, it could have been a bit better. Got a bit lucky with a deflected pass, but ultimately, you know, we need to be clearing those. You know, and also we've conceded the most amount of goals in the Premier League from corners, which is not a great stat. Not a great stat. Doesn't make great reading, but of course it didn't matter in the end because we were 3-0 up, and our performance before that goal went in, you know, made the goal a complete consolation. Welcome Ricky. Welcome to stream, mate. Thank you for joining. Says Pogba was immense and Bailly should have had a red before that anyway. It's a fair point, of course. He did have that bit of the high foot which did connect with Charlie Daniels, didn't it? And yeah, it was it wasn't great. I mean, look, Bailly, I think, is a very good defender. We know this, but I think he is a bit rash at times, and we need to kind of hone that in. And he's still a very young centre-back. I think he's still 23 years old. He's got a lot of time to mature and develop, and he will need to do that if he wants to, you know, be a good centre-back for Man United in the future. Welcome XNathan12 on the stream. Thanks for joining. Please do leave a like and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. By the way, on 2 days ago stream, the stream I did 2 days ago, we hit 500 subscribers, and I just want to do a proper thank you to you guys. Thank you so much for subscribing and supporting the channel. Really appreciate it. And it was great. 500 subscribers plus a really good performance from Manchester United. So happy with that. But yeah, you know, thanks for watching as well. Joshy says, welcome Joshy. He says, good evening. 3 wins in a row for Solskjaer. Perfect end to 2018. My man of the match is Pogba. Good to see Lukaku back. Happy New Year to you, Kieran. Well, Happy New Year to you, Joshy, and everyone else as well. But yeah, it was very good to see Lukaku back. I have kind of missed talking about him, but yeah, Lukaku came back, got the goal as well. Brilliant stuff. You know, just really happy to see Lukaku get back on the score sheet. Took his first chance as well, which we don't often see with Lukaku, you know, taking the first chance that he gets. So brilliant 4-1, and really that was an important goal because Bournemouth were still threatening even at 3-1, so we had to kill off the game, and I think Lukaku's goal killed off the game. He did his job perfectly, so that was brilliant to see. Oh yeah, NJ Gaming, of course. I remember NJ Gaming. Don't you worry about that, pal. But thanks for joining, X Nathan and NJ Gaming. Welcome, Man United fans. Go check out their channel, by the way, in the description down below. And thank you very much for the support, mate. Really appreciate it. But I couldn't have reached 500 subscribers without you guys. So it's down to you. Thank you so much. And Rashid, don't worry, mate. I remember you. I remember you guys. I remember you from previous streams, Rashid. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. But thanks for joining once again, Rashid. Really appreciate it. As all of you guys, Yash and Rasmus, one was the stream guys, and Patrick. Welcome, guys. Thanks for joining. As I said, please do leave a like if you haven't already. And also, just leave a like for 3 wins in a row. We've cut the gap to 5th place on Arsenal to 3 points. Bearing in mind, before Ole Gunnar Solskjaer came in, it was 11 points. We've cut the gap by 8 points. 8 points. Amazing progress, amazing progress. Hopefully we can continue that. Hopefully we can continue that vein of form. And obviously we play Newcastle on Wednesday, so hopefully we can continue that. And then we've got the Spurs game, which is going to be Solskjaer's first big test as Manchester United manager, so I'm very eager to see what happens in that one. Yash says happy days. Love it, love it, love the positivity. Patrick says, hi man, very good evening. Yeah, very good evening to you all. Of course, it is a very good evening, Patrick. It's a very, very good evening. Joshie said, do you think the title race will be over if Liverpool beat Man City on Thursday? Yes. I do think the title race will be over. If Liverpool beat Man City, they'll open up an 11-point gap on Man City, and I don't think they're getting caught. I do not think they're getting caught, to be honest. So yeah, I hope Man City can beat Liverpool, and at least we can have an interesting title race this year. I hope Man City can beat Liverpool. Although, to be honest with you, it's hard from a Man United point of view to say you'd want Liverpool or Man City to win ever. I don't really, but obviously Man City winning for me is the lesser of two evils. We just need to come together as a footballing community and stop this travesty of Liverpool winning the title happening. Raptor says, buzzing about the result, but feeling sick looking at the table. Spurs bottled it yet again. Yeah, I know. Liverpool, of course, opening up a bit of a gap on Spurs. I mean, trust Spurs to bottle it, to be honest. We should have never had any hope in them at all. But no, they obviously bottled it to Wolves, who have been a bit of a bogey side for a lot of sides in the top 6 this season. So yeah, but I'm hoping Man City can get back, and they'll need to start that by beating Liverpool on Thursday, and that's going to be one of the biggest games of the season. I think it will be the biggest game of the season, because if Man City win, it means Liverpool are not indestructible. They will not go the season unbeaten, and that could potentially derail their title challenge, and let's hope it does. Welcome to Football Fan 148. Welcome David, thanks for joining, mate. Really appreciate it, and thank you very much for the congratulations on the sub. But of course, as I said, it's you guys that makes it. It's you guys that subscribe to the channel, that watch these streams, so it's your achievement as well as mine, so thank you so much for watching. Welcome Dazzler, welcome to the stream, mate. Thanks for joining. Go and check out Dazzler's channel as well in the link in the description down below. He says, hey mate, another great result for us. It's like watching Liverpool again. Yeah, it was brilliant. Fantastic play at times. That first goal was vintage Manchester United. Brilliant play. Rashford taking on men, the wingers running at players, taking them on, going past them, and a brilliant ball in. Pogba taps it in, but this is the Man United we've all wanted to see, and it's so great that we're all witnessing it, and it's just great to be back. It's great to be back in business. Yash says, every player played well, little shaky in defence, but we did great. Yeah, I thought actually, our defence is definitely something that we need to work on. I think for me, Koulibaly is the key. I think for Liverpool, they brought in Van Dijk, and a lot of their problems got sorted. I think Koulibaly's the real deal. I really do. And I think if we bring in Koulibaly, I think a lot of our defensive problems will be solved, and at least we'll have a solid defensive partnership of either Lindelof or Koulibaly, or Bailly or Koulibaly, something like that. So yeah, I think hopefully we can. I'm not sure if we can realistically get Koulibaly in the January transfer window, but that'd be a brilliant signing to make, and I think it is the one. It is the one that we need to make to solve our problems. Ricky says, all the Arsenal fans talking about great progress when we're 3 points behind them, and we've had a poor start to the season. Yeah, I know. Arsenal, talk about bottling it. They were 11 points clear of us only 3 games ago. 11 points clear, and now we've cut the gap to 3. That is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, but it's great to see the progress we're making up the table. Rashid says, Man United have been doing well since Mourinho got sacked. Yeah, they have done, and I think, some people say that Pogba was the virus, but potentially Mourinho was the virus. Maybe it was Mourinho's fault. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, welcome back Mo, thanks for joining mate, really appreciate it. He says, hi mate, congrats on a fantastic year of YouTube growth and reaching 500 subscribers, looking forward to seeing much more amazing content from you next year. Well, thank you so much Mo, really appreciate you tuning in today, and as I said, it's your achievement as well as mine. Thank you for watching. I wouldn't do this if you guys didn't want to watch it, and you guys turning up and watching it really does, mean a lot to me, so thank you very much. And yeah, there will be a lot more amazing content on this channel in 2019, so watch this space. Make sure you hit that notification button so you don't miss out. Dazza says road to 600 now for you, Kieran. Yeah, well, hopefully. And yeah, of course, Dazza as well. You're very, very close to 500 yourself, so potentially, there's still one more day of 2018 left, but maybe you could hit 500 subscribers in 2018. And if you want to go help him with that, link in the description down below. Go and check him out. Patrick says, 5th minute and Pogba tapping from 2 yards. Couldn't have dreamt that happened under Mourinho. Yeah, especially the way that goal came about. Rashford having the confidence to take on players, try skills in a dangerous area and put himself about. And I think it was brilliant confidence shown by him. Great skill, great quality, and Pogba as well, making the runs from midfield. And I think Pogba actually has had a lot of success when he has made those runs from midfield. So I'm really, really happy to see that. And obviously it's paying dividends for him. It's paying dividends for Paul Pogba. I do apologise guys if it's lagging at any point. I'm not sure if it is, but if it is lagging, I do apologise. Yash says, Tottenham game will be excellent chance for those players. If we win, then we'll be top 4 contenders. Exactly. I think we are definitely in the top 4 race right now. We've got an 8-point gap off 4th from Chelsea, which will mean that the Chelsea game will be a huge game for us as well. But look, it's that we have to cross that one when we come to it. Obviously, Spurs is going to be the first big test, and I agree with you. I'm really excited for that, Yash. I'm really excited for that Spurs game. So hopefully we can, get a win. I think it's been a while since we beat Spurs at their home ground. So hopefully we can do that and cut the gap even more. Rasmus says, in 2008-2009, Liverpool had an amazing season. They lost 2 games, but we won the EPL, so that was middle fingers to the Scousers. Sadly, I can't see this happening this season. It makes me want to vomit. Yeah, obviously, Liverpool, even the thought of Liverpool winning the title is just, it would be a disgrace. It would be an absolute disgrace if Liverpool won the title. It'd be just, I would not be able to deal with Twitter. I'd have to go off Twitter. I actually would have to go off Twitter. So, look... we have to come together as a footballing community. I don't care. We should just all form one big super team and stop Liverpool from winning the league. It's ridiculous. But anyway, hold on a second. But yeah, let's just cross that bridge when we come to it, lads. Eh? Let's not talk about that. We're positive right now. Let's not think about Liverpool winning the league. Goodness me. Yes, it's Arsenal and Chelsea are playing in Jan. Good time to catch them. Yeah, it'd be brilliant. It really would be great if we won both those games. Superb, absolutely superb. And as well, Arsenal and Chelsea both got Europa League. Definite, potential for them to drop points because the Europa League schedule is much harder than the Champions League schedule. So a lot more potential for Arsenal and Chelsea to drop even more points. So let's hope we continue this run of form into the new year. Welcome, Jack, on the stream. Jack, thanks for joining. Go check out his channel as well. Some great new content coming in 2019. I was about to say 2009 then, but... I'm not 7 years old anymore. Welcome Fortune, welcome to stream, mate. Thanks for joining, really appreciate it. He says Poch versus Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, can't wait. Yeah, that is going to be the big decider, isn't it? That's going to be the big decider. Who is going to get the permanent job? Imagine that. Imagine if that was actually like a decider, like a final showdown kind of thing. That would be amazing. But yeah, that's going to be Solskjaer's first big test, and I'm eager to see how we do. Obviously, we played really well against these smaller sides, but... against the bigger sides, that's where we have to, do the business, and hopefully we can do that. And I'm sure we will put up more of a fight than we did under Jose Mourinho. Mo says, Rashi seems a completely different player under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, much more confident and composed with the ball. The Wonder Kid vibe is back. Yeah, Rashford, I think he's got a lot more confidence. He really is confident at running his man, taking on players, and, he's scoring a lot more goals. He's had a brilliant month in December. This December has been brilliant for him, being involved in goals and assists. Just a brilliant month for him. So hopefully we can see him kind of start to emerge as a more of a senior player who we can always rely on, because I do think that Rashford in some ways can improve on his end product a bit, but if he improves on his end product, we could have a world-class player on our hands. But he still needs to improve. I'm not going to get too carried away, but he definitely is a hot talent. Patrick says Matic is so much better when he plays forward passes and not sideways and backwards. He was excellent, I thought, today. Yeah, I thought Matic was really good, and he has played very, very well under Solskjaer, and hopefully he can continue, because when Matic plays well, he does very, very well. When he just needs to do his job. You know, he's got his job breaking up the play, and when he makes those forward passes, it takes the opposition defenders out of the game, and that is what he needs to do. So I'm really, really happy with what he's doing at the moment. The Football Crew Show, welcome to the stream, mate. Thanks for joining. Welcome to the Red Devil and Ryan. Welcome to the stream, guys. Thanks for joining. Please do leave a like if you haven't already. And also, go and check out the Red Devil in the description down below. Really, really good Manchester United content, so go and check it out. Pogba was insane. Really was insane. Also, the Football Crew just says, I'm happy we got the result so far, but my thoughts on the fan base calling Pogba over and wanting him out now. They love him. Either you back him or not. What's your thoughts? Well, either you back him or not. I think there were definitely a lot of fans who are very angry with Paul Pogba, especially in the way it's kind of, in the way Pogba kind of handled the Jose Mourinho sacking. But I think ultimately, even though for me it was a bit of a farce because it was clearly a scheduled post, but anyway, we'll get over that. But yeah, I don't know. I just think, I feel like, I don't agree with the fact, like, oh yeah, well, if you didn't back him at the start, you can't back him. I think, fans will have an opinion based on things, and now, Pogba's playing well. Why not jump back on the bandwagon? Who cares? Who cares? He's playing really well, and I think, a lot of the fans knew the potential of Paul Pogba. I think it's just, it was just people got frustrated with the way he was playing under Jose Mourinho. Yas says Fred was left out of the team. Once Sanchez is back, Fred may not see the first 11 at all. Yeah, Fred was left out of the team. Herrera obviously started, and to be fair, I thought Herrera had a really good game as well. But yeah, I think Fred will definitely get his chance. Don't worry about that. Jack says Pogba finally proved Jose was in the wrong. Yeah, I think Pogba really shows when he's playing in a more free and positive role going forward. He is class. He is class. So yeah, don't worry. I mean, I think he's brilliant. It really is brilliant to see, and hopefully we can continue to see this Paul Pogba. Consistency is my key word with him. He needs to keep this up, and hopefully he does. Welcome to HB7 FIFA 19 daily content. Welcome to the stream, mate. Thanks for joining. Go check out his FIFA channel. Really, really good stuff. Really would recommend it. Thanks for joining. Red Devil says, Kieran, mate, would love to get you on the channel, mate. It's been a while. Yeah, I would love to have you on here as well, Zach, as well. I'd love to have you on, and yeah, I'm happy to come on. Just, hit me up, of course, as you know already. You know that already. But yeah, I'm always happy to come on. Excuse me. Ryan says Pogba was incredible. Couldn't agree more, Ryan. Rasmus says, I think if Ole manages to persuade our stars, Marcus, De Gea, Herrera, to extend their contracts, he deserves getting the job on a permanent basis. What do you think? Well, obviously the contract situations are definitely something which need to be looked into and dealt with. I mean, David De Gea, we need to keep him somehow. I mean, I wouldn't blame him if he left, because he's done all he can for this club, but if we were able to keep David De Gea, that would be a new signing in itself. And also Martial would be brilliant to keep him. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to. We'll have to wait until the end of the season, I feel. But it would be brilliant to see Martial or De Gea keep their contracts. For me, if they do sign a new deal, that would be like a new signing in itself. Fullfan148 says, hey guys, I'm on the road to 100 subs now, and if you guys can help me get 100 before 2018 is over, that would be brilliant. Yeah, go and check out his channel, really, really good stuff. Obviously, if you like Reading and just football in general as well, previews, reviews, all that good stuff, go and check out on the Football Fan 148. Red Devil says, I think Lindelof is really coming on now. Yeah, Lindelof has done very, very well for us, to be fair, and I think ever since, he came back against Newcastle last season, I'm not sure if you remember the home game, where he came back, his first game after the mistakes he made against Huddersfield, he came back and he was brilliant. I think since then, he has been a fantastic defender for us, so fair play to him. Red Devil says, give the captaincy to Pogba. Yeah, I think Pogba is definitely going to be a candidate for captaincy now. Obviously, Solskjaer has said in an interview that Antonio Valencia is going to be his captain. So Who knows how that develops? Who knows? The Football Crew show says, do you think Sanchez's career is over United? I'm shocked he was not on the bench. Maybe it's just because he wasn't ready, you know. We don't know the full story with Alexis Sanchez. Maybe it's just because he wasn't fully ready. But yeah, I think Sanchez definitely still has potential at Man United. He's still got unfinished business. And I think we need to give him a bit more opportunity. And I think he will get an opportunity. Yeah, he will get an opportunity in 2019, obviously, and potentially against Reading as well. Fortune says, Mourinho ruined Fred and Andreas, but Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will get the best out of them. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. Yash says, he's lost a great chance. Yeah, it was a shame. It really is a shame to see Bai get sent off because, you know, he's just come back from injury and, you know, he had a chance to cement his place in the team. And I think, you know, today he did have some really, really good moments. He did have some kind of squeaky bum time moments as well, but he always seems to have that in his performances. But ultimately, very, very, you know, I mean, Bai's performance, I think, was actually all right. It was really just, you know, annoying, and I think he'll know himself. He's kind of let himself down with that challenge. It was a silly challenge to make. It wasn't needed at all, and he'll know that. But it's not the first time he's got sent off needlessly as well. So, as I said, he will have time to mature and improve. He's only 23 years old, so he's still got a lot of time. Patrick says, Lindelof reminds me of Jaap Stam a bit. Yeah. I think Lindelof has done well. You've got to give him credit. Joshy says, I'll give you a shout out in my next video. Thank you very much, Joshy. Really appreciate it. And guys, if you are watching, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Loads of great stuff coming in 2019. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit those notifications as well if you love Man United content. Dozer says, 12 goals scored, 3 conceded, plus 9 goal difference from Ole's first 3 games. Very pleasing, yeah. Exactly. And obviously we've got Newcastle as well, who aren't in the best form. And if we can beat Newcastle away and avenge what happened there last season, I'll be laughing. Absolutely buzzing about that. Dazza, yeah, call in, mate. I just realised, obviously, you called in the first few times and I wasn't able to accept it. You can call in now, Dazza. We'll take Dazza's call as well. If you guys want to call in as well, please do let me know. Hold on. Let me just... Oh, this is wrong. Oh, this is running repairs. Bear with me. Bear with me. But continue to leave your thoughts in the live chat, guys. I really want to hear what you guys have to say. Right, oh god. Hold on. Why is it? Okay, Oh no, I missed it. Sorry, Dazza. Hold on. Right, this is a bit of technical difficulties. Please stand by. Alright, hold on. Jeez. Okay, we'll go with this, shall we? We'll go with this. Right. Okay, we can get Dazza on for a quick call. Right, there we are. Right, I do apologise, Dazza, for all the for not getting you on sooner. But thank you for calling in as always, mate. Really appreciate it. As you know, especially after such a great result as well. It's great to have you on. By the way, just before we get on to Dazza's thoughts, Brother Gaming, welcome to stream, mate. Thanks for joining. He says, bye, fluff the ball and City won fuck all. Well, that's a different chant. It's a different one. Maybe they'll get that singing at Old Trafford very soon. But thanks for joining as always. And yeah, so Dazza, brilliant result. Obviously 4-1. Another 4 goals for Manchester United. As you put in the live chat, plus 9 goal difference, 12 goals from the first 3 games. Brilliant result. What were your overall thoughts on that performance?
I thought it was very good, very professional performance from the lads. Better team won by a country mile. Although Bournemouth did cause a couple of problems, especially defensively, and it wasn't a surprise when they actually scored that goal. I felt David De Gea kept our lead extended. Obviously, with some of the saves he came out with. I mean, didn't have to make too much, but some of the saves he made were pretty vital. For me, Pogba, I have to pick Pogba's man of the match. I felt he was pretty much. It's the best Pogba we've seen for a long time. Under Jose Mourinho, he wasn't very good, but that was probably because he didn't really want to play under him because he had a bad relationship with him. That'll probably be mainly why. Now under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, look what he's done in the first 3 games. First 3 games under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, we've scored 12 goals. Pogba has scored 4 of them, and he's got 3 assists in them as well. So he's got he's been contributing in 7 of the goals that we have scored out of the 12, which is very pleasing on the eye. And you consider Paul Pogba's a pretty poor midfielder, especially under Jose Mourinho. But now he's under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He's playing as a centre attacking mid in the 4-2-3-1 formation like he did today. He is absolutely on fire. And anyone who says he's overweighted, just don't say it. Because if you think he's overweighted, you're certainly watching the wrong season. Pogba, for me, is definitely the best centre mid we've had in these last couple of games. It's been brilliant. Been, getting in control and stuff of 7 goals. And obviously, his first goal today was mainly all down to Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford did absolutely amazing. And I felt it very pleasing when he got his goal. Because I felt he deserved it. Obviously, he set up the first goal with a lovely little trickery and then slotted straight in the box. And Pogba won't score an easier goal than that, even though he did have to slide on the floor to get it. His second goal, another ball into the penalty area, headed straight in. So we are improving with our crossing as well, which is also pleasing on the eye. You're probably... I don't know whether you were going to ask me this or not, about whether I want Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to stay or not, because I've had people asking me that already. Just wasn't sure if you were going to ask or not, but if you were, then I'll tell you now. I'm not going to say yes or no yet, because I'm going to give it until about February. If we get to... if he's even here by February. With the way we're going at the minute, if we get to like the end of January into February stuff and we're still winning games, yes, keep him. But I don't want to say yes or no at the minute because we haven't seen what he's like tactically.
Well, exactly. Look, I mean, first of all, I totally agree. I thought Pogba was man of the match, as I know a lot of you guys in the live chat think as well. I thought Pogba played really well, and as you said, he's shown so much of a difference when he's played. Sorry, Dal, for a second there, I didn't know what had happened, but I realised you sneezed. But anyway, yeah, Pogba when he plays in much. sorry, it's put me off course there. Anyway, but when Pogba played in much more of an advanced role, when he's got a lot more freedom, he's brilliant. He can really strike off, and you can tell he's much more comfortable. So great to see. And as I said, hopefully he can continue that vein of form. And I think definitely he's a contender for Manchester United's Player of the Month if he hasn't already got it already. And also Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I feel like he is going to stay to the end of the season. For me, I think he's playing really good football at the moment. And I think we may as well continue. He may as well continue with him at the way he's going. And there's no point changing him, I feel. And I think he's just brought the positive vibes back to Man United, back to Old Trafford, and it's great to see. A few of the comments here. Fortune says Lukaku was offside, but at the end of the day, I bet the goal still stands. Yeah, of course. But it was great to see Lukaku get back on the score sheet as well. And by the way, welcome Matthew Coyle as well. Thanks for joining. Really appreciate it. He says Bailly was unlucky. Well, for me, I feel like he probably shouldn't have done the challenge. I think he'll know that himself, but... it's still... maybe it could have gone either way, I'm not sure. Rasmus says... I'll ask you about that, Dazza, in a second. Rasmus says, we can't keep a clean sheet. I felt bad for De Gea. Yeah, he definitely deserved a clean sheet today, but we just don't have the... we just don't have the defence. Our defence is still shaky, unfortunately. The Tactical Show as well. Welcome, Asim. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. Go check out Asim's channel if you haven't already as well. The Tactical Show. Really, really good stuff. Ryan says, Ollie will carry on this attacking football. Still needs some improvements. It is really helpful for the players. We have making them play better. Hopefully we can get top 4 and Ollie stays. Well, if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer achieves top 4, that would be brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And it'll be... I feel like that definitely it would be him overachieving. Matthew Cross's defence is still concerning, particularly from set pieces. Obviously, another goal conceded from a set piece. It is definitely concerning. I think against better teams, we might have conceded more today. Yas says Pogba is not overrated at all. Hope we keep him away from Barca. Well, let's hope so. I think Pogba definitely is a talent, and we all knew he's a talent. We just knew that he had to play in a more advanced role to unlock him. Maybe Matic wasn't the key to unlocking him. Maybe just playing him in a different position was the key. But as I said, I was going to ask you about that. This, Daryl. Obviously, Matthew there brought up that Bailly was unlucky for the red card. What were your thoughts on that decision? Do you think it was a red card? Do you think it could have gone either way? What were your thoughts?
For me, I sadly have to disagree with Matty there. I don't normally disagree, but to be honest with you, I don't think he was unlucky with a red card. I think it was his own doing. You might be leading 4-1, yeah. You don't go in for a challenge like that. If you're going to go in for a challenge, at least try and get the ball. He got nowhere near the ball. He took the play down completely. It is a red card. It's an absolute red card because he's gone in 2-footed. So it is a red card, definitely. And that means we miss him for the Spurs game. And that means Phil Jones will be playing as the right centre-back, I think.
Of course.
So that won't help. But
yeah.
You never know. He might change to a 3-4-3 or something. Or, he might put 3 at the back or something. Because we'll need to play a good formation against Spurs. More of the same, really, against them. Plus, we'll go in with more confidence. We can laugh at Spurs because they played absolutely cack against Wolverhampton Wanderers. They did worse than we did against them. We drew 1-1. They lost 3-1. Who's laughing now? But yeah, apart from that, I think, it was a red card for Bailey. On the Lukaku's goal, it was tight because it did show the offside line and stuff. And yeah, he is offside, but it's very, very tight. So it would have been pretty harsh to call it. So for me, but it was offside, but it was very tight. I thought he finished it well, though. David De Gea keeping a clean sheet. Yeah, that's been our main weakness, and that's something that we need to sort out because our defence, for some reason, can't defend from set pieces. And that's been the case because the 3 goals that we've conceded this season have all been from set pieces. So, it is disappointing. Under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, not this season, but, it is disappointing that we can't get a clean sheet. But when you look at our records, and I thought this was interesting when I watched the game on Sky Sports, United have now gone, they've been in the lead at half-time for 275 games. 275 games have been leading at half-time, not lost once. And we've not lost once when we've been leading, scoring the first goal in the last 71 games. So just some interesting smart aleck stats for you. Like I said, we've not lost any of those games. So, it's pleasing. I do think we can continue it against Newcastle, obviously, because Newcastle at the minute are absolutely crap. But, we just have to take one game at a time. The red card, it's a definite red card. David De Gea is unlucky, but there was nothing he could do about the goal. It was just a great header from Nathan Ake. And, all the other stuff, yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Pretty much lost the word. It's just a great win again.
It was. It definitely was. And I think, I do agree. I feel like, Bai's challenge, it probably could have gone either way, but I think if I was the referee, I probably would have given a red card as well. And I think, it's one of the things, he probably shouldn't have done it, to be fair, but, that's the way the cookie crumbles, and he'll have to learn from that. But, yeah, Daryl, thank you for coming on, mate. Really appreciate it.
Happily, mate. Cheers.
Giving your views, as always. Really appreciate it. As I said, if you want to go check out Daryl's channel, link in the description down below. Really, really good stuff. So thanks for calling in, Daryl. Appreciate it, as always. I'm going to read a few of your comments here, and then I'll probably wrap up the stream. So get in any last-minute comments you want me to read out, and then we will be wrapping it up. Yes, I've read that one out. Tactical Show says, beat Liverpool, get top 4 and an FA Cup or even the Champions League and keep him. That would be the dream, mate. That would be the absolute dream. If we won the Champions League, I think I would actually do a video naked. I'm not sure if you want to see that, but I'd probably do it. I'd probably do it. God, that's a haunting image. Anyway, Ryan says, we'll beat Newcastle and Reading and then Spurs is the big test. Definitely. Spurs is going to be Solskjaer's first big test of his United career. And I'm very, very excited to see how we play because Spurs are going to cause us a lot more problems than the other teams we face. So, look, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult. But, you have to beat the big teams if you want to get top 4. You have to, win those sorts of games. And if we do want to get top 4, we'll have to, we have to win those games. So, that's the way I see it. I can take these off. Rasmus says, oh yeah, direct red cards, a 3-match suspension for Bailly. Yeah, I didn't really think about that as well. I didn't really think about that fully. But yeah, he'll be out of the Spurs game, so it looks like Calamity Jones will be put next to Victor Lindelof. Footfan148 said, if Reading can do the same that we did against QPR, we might be able to force a replay against Man United on Saturday. I mean, for me, I would not like a replay. I just want to absolutely bury Reading. I'm sorry. I know you support Reading, David. I know you support them, but I just want to bury them. To be honest, I just want to bury them. Go through to the next round. Get Liverpool. Bury Liverpool. Get City. Bury City. Win the FA Cup. Simple as that. Ryan said, Lingard is very fit, but has been poor in the last couple of games. When Sanchez returns, I play him on the right over Lingard. Yeah, I agree. I think Lingard, to be honest, he's done all right, but I think Sanchez definitely, when he gets back to fitness, I think needs to play instead of Lingard. And I think when you've got Rashford, Martial and Lingard playing really well, I think will be very, very hard to beat. Yash says, Sanchez return and hitting form will be really crucial. Totally agree, Yash. Ryan says, Bayern missed Spurs game was disappointing. Douglas says, United 4-0 versus Reading, yeah. That'd be brilliant. I mean, that was the last time, wasn't it? Last time we played them at Old Trafford. Ryan says, will there be a New Year's Eve stream, Kieran, for a season review? I was definitely thinking about that. That's a good idea. I was thinking about trying to get some guests on for a season, for a mid-season review. So if you guys want that, please do let me know. Leave a like, leave a comment, whatever, and I will see if I can do the New Year's Eve stream. I probably would have to do it a bit earlier on New Year's Eve. I think a lot of people will be out doing whatever they're doing that night, of course. So yeah, if you guys want that, then bring it on. But it will be a bit earlier on New Year's Eve, of course, because I know you party animals. You guys will be out on the Raz, so will I. So yeah. Tactical Show says, if we buy a centre-back in Jan before the Spurs game, then no Phil Jones. That would be brilliant, wouldn't it? That would be brilliant. Just bring in Koulibaly just before we can play Phil Jones. That would be sensational. But anyway, guys, I'm going to end it here. It's been a brilliant game, brilliant stream. Thank you so much for watching. Really, really do appreciate it. Please do leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you are new and watching right now. Really do appreciate all your support. And potentially we might have one more stream before the end of the year. But if this is the last stream I do, I just want to thank you guys for all the support you guys have given me this year. I really do appreciate it. And, you know, roll on 2019. It's going to be a big year for the channel. I can feel it. Hopefully, we can hit that 1,000 subscriber mark as well. And who knows, even go on to bigger and better things than that. But as I said, guys, really do appreciate all the support this year. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next one, which probably will be tomorrow. So make sure you hit that notification bell so you're notified when we go live. Thanks for watching, guys, as always. Really appreciate it. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Man United roll on, and we'll see you again against Newcastle for another 3 points. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.